The median sale price in Wellington is up, the number of days it takes to sell a house are down, and in another stroke of positive news, the Reserve Bank has loosened the loan-to-value restrictions.
Welcome to your weekly market update. I'm Ben.
And I'm Amanda Stevens from Ray White, bringing you a week's worth of insights from the front line. Let's dive in. The REINZ stats for September have been released with a new median sale price of $770,000 and Wellington region sitting a touch under that at $760,000. Now year on year that is a 3.2% decrease for the region, but in positive news we are up $20,000 from August 2025. A great reminder for all the buyers that are in the market currently that despite the recent flurry of activity, Wellington is proving excellent value, especially for a major centre, at least for now. Days to sell a home here in Wellington tell a positive news story. We're now 49 days, which is 2 days down from last year and 4 off the peak of 53. If you put it in the context of a tender or auction campaign, which traditionally runs for about 3.5 weeks, it is still sitting high. But if you take the time to employ a really good marketing strategy, look after your deferred maintenance and present your home really well for the market, there's a good chance your sale can beat those odds. Our vendors often tell us they're not after a quick sale, but the best result, and we completely agree with that. That being said, there is an optimum time on the market, and that's probably around the 30-day mark. That's when buyer activity is at its highest, competition is its strongest, and momentum for the campaign is on your side. Once a property lingers on the market, buyers do start to question what's wrong with the property, and it can take a price adjustment to reinvigorate the energy in that campaign. In a final stroke of good news, the Reserve Bank has loosened the loan-to-value restrictions, making finance more accessible for buyers and hopefully pushing those prices up.
It's been another big week for listing activity in the capital, with 88 new homes kicking off their campaign, bringing the total stock available just under 900. Momentum is clearly building, with the team securing some beautiful new listings since we last spoke. The real challenge has been this crazy spring weather, which has affected some of the pre-market prep, pushing some of those campaigns towards November. With any luck, we'll get some settled weather. We're expecting a big November and potentially a late surge in towards Christmas.
It was a particularly quiet week in the auction space this week, brought on by a lull in September listings because of school holidays. Across the company, Ray White had 4 properties go under the hammer, with one of those securing a result on the day. If we reflect back on the median days to sell a home here in Wellington, that isn't unexpected. But when we don't secure a result on the day, agents have taken 4 weeks to kind of canvass the market, find out the pricing, and they move confidently to a buyer inquiry or fixed price strategy, which will generally reinvigorate the campaign.
Unfortunately, the surge in new listings to the market is taking its toll on open home attendance, with this dropping down to an average of 10 per property. We're seeing a lot of fresh new faces come through the front door, particularly in the first home buyer bracket, although they're doing their research at the moment and not quite ready to buy. On a positive note, families now are looking to upsize, taking confidence from the current first home buyer market, feeling now is a great time to make the move. And that's a wrap.
Don't forget, for all your property needs, we've got you covered in the capital.